Good morning from
Yosemite National Park.
And we are here just to take it easy and another quick getaway from LA, but not that quick. It took us about 5.5 hours to get here. And we got here really early in the morning. As you saw, we were up by 5 and out of there by like 5:30 or so.
Yeah, we're gonna just take it easy, soak in the nature, and unplug for the weekend.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it, and we're gonna try to ride the bikes. We're going to do some hiking. And we got here really early, and luckily there was parking, and that was the thing we were most worried about. But the thing is, we got here so early that there was like no other cars here.
And also the downside is like the visitor center, Yosemite Village store, all that stuff is closed until like 11 a.m.
Yeah, so luckily we had some food
that
we had and a canned coffee. We had the essentials. So.
Yeah, so we're just gonna do a couple of scenic tours and hikes, and maybe when it gets too hot we can take shelter at the village store.
Yep, time for some adventures.
Let's go! Feel the shower of a lifetime.
What?
Feel the shower of a lifetime.
There's like no water here. We came here a couple years ago and there was a ton of water, and we were like getting sprayed. We got the shower of a lifetime. But not today.
Yeah, it's so dry. It's so sad to see.
Yeah.
It's a freaking hot summer.
Yep. As it turns out, we are at the very beautiful, lush Mirror Lake.
I'm so pissed off. There's no water here.
We hiked in for about 2 hours here, and there's no water.
There is no water in this lake. This Mirror Lake has no water.
Or mirror.
Ugh.
At least there's a nice view.
We hiked 2.5 hours. It's 2.5 hours that we hiked. We found the water. Oh gosh, vultures. More water bottles.
These ants are huge. That's my hand. That's the ant.
Ginormous ants. Everywhere you turn in Yosemite is freaking beautiful. Like, look at this.
valley. But we made it all the way to Glacier Point, and this has probably been the best views that we've had.
Best view of the whole day. Great ending to our trip.
Yeah, after 10 miles of walking, I think we're trying to just take it easy and check out Glacier Point.
And this Glacier Point, you can drive here. Like, what? And it's handicap accessible. So if you have someone who is not able to hike very far, or you have babies, or you have dogs, this is a great view. Highly, highly recommended.
Yes.
Good morning! This is the morning after we're back from exploring Yosemite. We had a very exhausting day yesterday, even though we said we would take it easy. I think we hiked and walked like 10 miles total.
No, it was more. It was almost 11 miles for the entire day.
Yeah, we're pooped. I have lots of blisters on my feet.
But it was really eventful and it was really fun because there's basically no bad views there. So like even though we were trudging along and it was really hot, it was up to like 94 degrees at some parts of the day, it was still really beautiful and just enjoying the scenery.
One thing I did notice about compared to prior years that we've been to Yosemite is that Yosemite is so dry right now.
Yeah.
The waterfalls and the lakes, they're all dried up, which is really sad. But although you're not able to see like the waterfalls right now, there's still lots of beautiful views.
Yeah, everywhere you go. So that's the good thing. Anyway, today is our checkout day. It's Sunday as we're recording this, and we're taking it easy. Usually we try to pack our days full of adventures and stuff, but we're gonna take it easy and we're gonna show you around our Airbnb that we stayed at for the past couple of days here in Oakhurst, California. There's not too much around the city. They're just fast food. We ended up eating instant ramen for the past 2 nights.
I go to Vons.
And go just to the local Vons market.
Ideally, we would have liked to camp inside of Yosemite, but it was so hard to find a camp spot. So we had to opt out and book a Airbnb, and this one is only 30 minutes away from the entrance of Yosemite, and then from the entrance to Yosemite Valley it's about an hour drive.
Yeah, so from here yesterday morning it took us a little bit under 90 minutes from door all the way to the parking spot in Yosemite. So it's a great little spot here. You can find all kinds of stuff that you need, even if you forgot to pack some stuff.
And also, if you are not okay with Airbnbs, don't want to book Airbnbs, they also have lots of lodging here.
Yeah, all kinds of hotels. There's a lot of new stuff here.
Yeah. All right, let's take the tour of our Airbnb.
If you watched our last video, the last one had a very vintage theme. This one does as well. It's an old school style refrigerator, Korean brand. Also, the microwave and another Keurig that we didn't use. And here's the dining area. There isn't a kitchen in here, so that's one downside if you just wanted to cook. And there is no barbecue grill here either. So plan accordingly if you do decide to stay here. This is called the Little White Barn. One thing that's nice is that they provide water here as much as you need.
They have a really cute couch for lounging purposes, and then above it there is a very efficient air conditioner that is so cold. I think I've said that it was cold like at least 6 or 7 times.
And the drawers here, we ended up opening up all the windows here because there's a lot of really nice natural light, but at the same time it's been really hot here and it heats up very quickly.
Yeah, more seating areas,
more bands.
fake cactus decor, and then the bed, which is a queen size. Overall, it's a very cute and clean place to live for the weekend.
Would you recommend it?
Yeah, it cost about, I mean, it wasn't cheap, but it wasn't that expensive, and we stayed there for 2 nights, so it was like $350.
But that's about the going rate here. It's expensive because lots of people are heading to Yosemite, so plan accordingly.
So that was our trip to Yosemite National Park.
Yep, it's definitely one of our favorite places, and we can't really believe that something like that exists in California, only a 5.5 hour drive from LA.
We highly recommend you to visit Yosemite at least once in your lifetime. I mean, do it as soon as possible because it's already changed a bunch compared to many years ago. Like the glaciers are melting all, and the lakes are already decreasing. The waterfalls are not as like vibrant and filled with water as they used to because of climate change.
And then also plan accordingly ahead, that you can't really just go on a whim. You have to plan ahead. We got a parking reservation well in advance, and we planned ahead for that as well. And then make sure you go early. That was our best advice that we could give, because we got there early enough. We had our choice of parking, and we didn't have to deal with the crowds of trying to fight for parking spots and all that.
Yeah, highly recommend to reserve your car pass and it's good for 3 days. If you are camping inside of the park, you don't need a car pass, but you do need to tell the entrance rangers where you are set up at. And then also in the summer right now, because of COVID, they are not allowing the buses to run. So the buses are not running. So your best bet to do when you're touring around the whole park is to grab a bike from the bike rentals. We didn't do that, and we kind of regretted it.
Yeah, but that was because we got there so early that nothing else was open.
Yeah, we got there so early that the rentals were not even open yet. So we're like, well, we'll just go hiking and stuff. We end up doing this huge detour, and it was, anyways.
It was still fun. Still fun.
Use the bikes.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah. So those are our tips, and we think that you'll have a great time if you go visit for sure. And we definitely recommend it for you to check it out.
Yeah. Wear your sunscreen and bring your hats because it's hot outside.
And bring water.
Yeah. But there's lots of places where you can get water. Yosemite has a lot of those refill places where you can refill your water bottles, and Peter says he thinks it's by far the best tasting filtered water he's ever had.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's filtered, whatever it is. It was good.
I mean, it's Yosemite water. I'm pretty sure it's coming from the glaciers.
I don't really care where it came from. It's good.
A garden hose on the restaurant patio.
Yeah. All right. We hope you enjoyed this video, and let us know your best memories of Yosemite if you've ever been. And we will catch you next week in our next video. Bye.